Hi all. This is an introduction to setting up your mouse, setting up your dock, and setting up Google Chrome to have the correct bookmarks, and then how to turn in a folder in Google Drive into Google Classroom. I apologize again, my my voice has been on the fritz lately, so if I sound a little scratchy, that's why. So this is going to cover some of the things we've done in class already, but it's also going to give you some new information, so don't get bored yet because there will be some new stuff at the end. So this is my personal desktop on my computer. As you can see, I have a lot more stuff in my dock than I need, but I want you guys to limit your dock to strictly Google Chrome, your Photos app, Photoshop CC 2018, and we may or may not use Lightroom, so I'm going to have you guys put Lightroom CC into your dock as well. You should also keep system preferences there. Oops, I didn't mean to open it. And then anything else to the left here, you guys do not need. We don't need Safari, as we talked about. We don't need Siri. We don't need Launchpad. Basically everything over here. You're welcome to keep a calendar there. That's fine. Finder, you're gonna leave, and we don't need a Microsoft Word or PowerPoint or anything like that. So limit yourself to just those few things in your dock. From there, we did set up our mice already, but I'm just going to remind you how to do that. Remember system preferences, click on the mouse. I'm going to get a different screen because I have a wireless mouse, but you should have a picture of a mouse right here. It should say primary on the left and secondary on the, or primary on the right. And if you haven't changed that to secondary yet, I'd like you to change where it says primary right here to secondary. All right, that allows you to right click on something to get a drop down menu. All right, so if I ever want you to create a folder on your desktop, you can right click on it and click new folder, and it will create a new folder for you. From there, we had to open Chrome and we need to open Photoshop, et cetera, et cetera. So to find those applications, you can go to Finder, go to Applications. Here's everything that's on your computer. We need Google Chrome, we need Photoshop CC 2018, we need Lightroom CC, and those are the only three things you guys will need to grab from this area right here. So just double click on Chrome and it should open. Mine's already open, so that's why it's not doing anything. So here's my Chrome. I have a different screen than you guys. You know, everything looks a little bit different. So from here, I want to show you bookmarks. This is going to be required. You guys are going to turn in a screenshot of this to give to me in a folder into your Google Classroom site. So bookmarks are literally just this row right here. Some of you may be using them already, some of you may not be. Some of you may be really into what you have, but just be prepared to add a couple of things for my class specifically. The things I need you to have for this class are a link to Google Drive, all right? That'll take you to your Google Drive. A link to our class specifically. So I have 6, 7, and 8 as my photo classes. So a link to the classwork section of your photo class, not the stream. Okay, this is what the stream looks like. It's a crazy random list. All right, classwork is super important. This is where everything is organized, and this is where I want you to head every single time you need to log into our classroom site. So when I click on period 6, it takes me there. 7, it takes me there. 8, it takes me there. The other thing I want you to have is your hack in here as well, which is just good to have to check your grades. You should have like a link to your Gmail, and then I also want you to have the app Kahoot in there, so you can get the Kahoot website in there too. So Google Kahoot, go to the website. We'll create a login eventually, but for now you can take that little lock here, and this is how you get something into your bookmarks. Take that lock, drag it into your bookmarks, and you will get Kahoot, or whatever you put in there. So I can right click that now, and I can hit edit, and I can change it to just say Kahoot and hit save, so it doesn't take up so much space up here. So let me repeat that for something else. Let's say I want to add Google Classroom. All right, let's say I want to add another Google Classroom. I can take that lock, drag it into my bookmarks bar, and I can change the name of it. All right, I can also take it, right click it, edit it to change the name, or I can just delete it if I need to get rid of it. All right, so delete things you don't need, keep things you need, obviously. So from there, you need to have your bookmarks set up. I want you to also go into your drive and figure out how you can access your classes from Drive, from Google Classroom. So you should have a folder already created for you that's called Classroom. All right, so double click that folder. In there, you should have all of the classes that you currently are enrolled in. Some of you have really old classes in here, and some of you just have your new ones because you're good about organizing. I would at least create 2 folders. Notice I have an archived classes folder and I have a current classes folder. These are all the classes that I've taught using Classroom, all right? These are all the classes that I'm currently teaching using Classroom. So it's much easier to find my classes when I know what's current and what's old. So here's all my photo classes and ceramics classes that I'm teaching this semester. So inside that folder, so far it should just be documents that I've put in or assignments that I've put in. So for example, I've given you guys the course expectations, so that's a file in that folder. I've given you guys an assignment where you're sharing a named folder with me. And I'm also, ooh, someone turned it in. And then I also gave you guys the survey in here too. So this will have a copy of all of your responses in here as well, which who knows how long it'll take to load, so I'm not going to bother waiting for it. So what I'd like you to do is take a screenshot of your doc and your little bit of your desktop and your bookmarks. All right, so bookmarks and your doc are the important things I want you to take a screenshot of. I also want to see that you have your classes kind of organized here. So go to Google Drive, click on your current classes, and I want to see like the classes that you're currently enrolled in, kind of separate from everything else. So to get a screenshot, you're going to press Shift, Command, and 4 on your keyboard. Shift, Command, and 4. So Shift key, Command key, and the number 4. It's going to give you this little like target looking thing, all right? This will allow you to make a selection, and it's not just going to take an automatic screenshot of your entire screen. So I'd like you to take it to the upper left-hand corner and drag out an entire selection of your computer, getting your doc and everything, and then let go. And you can see it took a photo, and that photo is going to end up on my desktop, most likely. Some of yours will probably end up in downloads, and so you'll have to go down to downloads and open it that way. But what I'd like you to do is take that screenshot, right-click it, rename it, call it your last name underscore screenshot. All right, so we need to get used to labeling our files because just like anything, you need to turn it in with your name on it. You can't just give me screenshot number 98765 or whatever. So here's my screenshot. It's sitting on my desktop right now. What I'm going to do now is in my Drive, and you guys probably want to do this inside of your period 6, 7, or 8 photography folder. I'd like you to create a folder in your photography folder that's going to be called your last name screenshot. All right. So what I can do is right click in here, create a new folder, call it Coleman, oopsie, spell my name right, Coleman screenshot. All right. Hit create. So now I have a folder called Coleman screenshot. I'm just going to take my screenshot from the desktop and I'm going to drag it into that folder. It's going to upload for a second here. Once it's done, I can kind of X out of that box. I'm going to double click that folder and just make sure it landed in there. We are good to go. And what I'm going to do now is get what's called a shareable link for this folder. So you're not just going to take this file and attach it to the assignment. You're actually going to take the link and attach it to link it to the assignment. So to do that, you can either right click it and say get shareable link, or you can click on the folder up here and get shareable link. So there's multiple ways you guys can do it. But once you go to get a shareable link, you want to make sure link sharing is on, so turn it green. And once you have it turned on, here's off, here's on, it automatically copies it for you. So you don't actually have to take your mouse and highlight it and copy it. It automatically copies it for you. You can see it actually says that down here, or it used to say it down there. Let me see if it will do that again. Link copied to clipboard, good to go. So now I have a link hanging out in my mouse and I just need to put it into my classroom. So I'm not going to be able to see what you guys see, but I can show you what I see. So here's my period 6 photography class. I'm opening it up in Classroom. I've got projects, final edits. Obviously, we haven't shot anything yet. Initial shots, haven't shot anything yet. Small class assignments. This is considered a small class assignment where you need to share a named folder with a named screenshot. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to view the assignment. And I'm going to, so all of you have it missing right now. You're going to view the assignment. And down here, it should say that you can make an attachment or you can add a link, or it just says an add button basically, and then you can select what thing you're going to add. You want to add a link, and then you want to paste that link. So you can right click and hit paste, or you can hit Command V, and that's a shortcut for pasting. So Command and the letter V on your keyboard will paste it into that area too. So once you have the link added, don't forget to hit the turn in button. So what I should see from all of you is a folder with your name on it, and inside that folder should be a screenshot file with your name on it. All right. I am going to update the video to what I'm saying right now. So this one is my old one from the fall, and it was a little bit different. So I'm going to put this one in there. The instructions for this are all written out here as well. So again, last name screenshot folder in your one photography period 6, period 7, or period 8 folder, in your classroom folder in Google Drive. Place a screenshot of your desktop, dock, and Google Chrome bookmarks in that folder. Access that folder through Google Drive and get a shareable link, and then add the link below. All right. And this is due by the end of class tomorrow. So if you don't get a chance to finish it for some reason today, you guys can use a little bit of class time tomorrow to get it done before we need to work on photograms in class, which we're going to be starting tomorrow. So thank you very much for listening. Let me know if you have any questions, and that's all. Thanks. Bye.